Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to Kombat Taekwondo Mike Nice. This is our second show of the week and also the second show of the year. And I'm really excited about the fighter that we're having today because he his fight was one of the most expected fights. His fight is one that hit it really soon. There was a lot of expectation. There was even from the previous interviews, from the interviews at Mike Knights, both contestants were were promising a lot of things, and so we're building expectation, and we're really excited to have one of them in here. But before we proceed with the fighter, I want you to introduce. I want you to please welcome to the other part of this show. He is nonetheless Combat Taekwondo's CEO, Mr. George. How are you, George? Good evening.
Hey, Chava, good to see you. Very excited about tonight. We have Ghenadi on board. And like you said, this was the most expected fight, but also people said they will all talk. So I can't wait to talk to him and see what's going on, what happened that night. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. Really, I'm really excited to have Gennady here because you know I get to talk to him a little bit during the event, the days of the event. It turns out that he has fought with a lot of Mexican fighters that used to be friends of mine. So and I was also one of the people that was really expectant about the about his combat. So let's see what he got to say. What do you say we let him in?
Yeah. Well, before we dive in, last time we did a little recap on things that are happening with Combat Taekwondo, and we're really excited about this. I mean, as you know, we just wrapped up a huge Combat Taekwondo referee seminar where we certified over 300 people. So that's huge. This Saturday, as we were talking about it, we're in the middle of selecting country presidents, our representatives for each country or states in the United States. And Saturday we're gonna have a big meeting, and big things are gonna start happening. Monday, as well as our very first sanctioned event, Combat Taekwondo sanctioned event. Is gonna be, the inaugural fights will be in Portland, Oregon, on March 9th at the Portland, Oregon Convention Center, and the registration is open and it's on fire. Like people left and right signing up. So that's really exciting.
Yes, I think it's really exciting. If the event in Bogota was something that everyone was expecting to see, the ones that were able to watch it are now really excited on this next event on Portland because I believe it's going to be just the head start of a really big movement this year.
This is the cornerstone of our organization, right? I mean, we're going to build up on this, and this is going to build, the future fighters that they're going to go pro. They're going to start with the minor league, the major league, and we're going to go from there. They're going to start, getting ranking points, and also as we go in each region, each country that we are going to be, we're going to have them affiliated with us. It's going to get a big it's going to gain traction really fast.
Yes, I really hope so, and I'm looking forward for on the event in Portland this March. Uh, March is. Can you remind me the date? March 21, I think.
No, March 9th.
March 9th. Yes, the March
March
9th. Yes,
9th, 2024, the Portland, Oregon
March 9th
Convention Center.
on the Portland
First
Convention Center.
major league, minor league combat taekwondo sanction event, and people are signing up already. And as you imagine, we have planned for this about two rings, so I can see that we have to work hard and get a couple more in there. So
Yes,
to deal with it.
I can picture that already. Yes, it's going to be something really good. Uh, so please stay tuned and also keep track on the Combat Taekwondo social media, because there you're going to find in there all the information on this Saturday's meeting, where we are going to talk to the people that are interested in being country representatives and state representatives in the USA. So it's going to be really interesting. So that you get an idea of how much this is going, how much and how fast this is growing.
Keep an eye on Instagram, right? Combat Taekwondo, and then go on our YouTube channel, the official Combat Taekwondo channel. Subscribe, and also keep an eye on our website www.combattaekwondo.com with the K. Let's get Gennady in, Chava. I'm excited
Let's
about
get
this.
him in. Gennady, hello.
Mr. Gennady, look at those muscles. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too. Hello, Chava. Hello, Master
It's
Hristescu.
exciting
How
now.
are
I
you?
see you have a better connection. Last time it was choppy, and then we weren't able to talk or get anything done. But it's great to have you on. And as I was talking to Chava, we were kind of like debating on your match. I mean, things got heated up pretty fast at the very beginning. There was a lot of talk, and I mean, right now I'm just talking about. I'm talking from a perspective like the audience perspective. As a technician or martial artist, I have a different opinion of that. But our show is for the people, so we have to speak for them too. So Chava, what do you think? They were all talk, and then when it came to the fight, what happened?
I believe it was an interesting fight. As a matter of fact, I believe it was an interesting fight because I can see, because I realized that both of them gave uh, too much respect into each other's, and that's something that I could sense from the time the match started. But also, I have to say that uh, Gennadi's the round kick, the spinning kick he gave, it was awesome. Also, I think Luis got a Twitchagi that was really good too. So we saw pretty good interchanges. Um, I saw Gennady also having Luis on the floor and not throwing on him. I also sense that Luis even thanked him because of that gesture. So it was an interesting fight. I think I've always said that fights among two people that are two good fighters are like a chess match. Not so much
Okay, let me tell you
like
this.
the 100 meters, like running a 100 meters. It's
People they
more like a
want to
chess
come in,
match.
they want to see a fight. Me and you and Gennady, we know this. Okay, seasoned fighters. He's a seasoned fighter. It's a technicality. I mean, you're too technical. At the end of the day, it matters. Who wins the match, right? But what I'm talking about is the people. Like the people, they expect it and they want to see some more action. Me and we all three of us here, we know what's going on, right? I mean, you get into a fight, it's different. They're different factors. Gennady, what do you have to say about that?
Definitely, everything you have said, it's right, and I think we gave too much respect to each other, which we should give to each other respect because of the background we have. Both of us, we have professional fights on our backgrounds. especially me, I had, even before coming to United States, I had a few professional Taekwondo fights, not officially, but there were international tournaments in Ukraine, Romania, and Bulgaria, and they were inviting me as a professional fighter to have only one fight in the event for specific events. And only over there, the difference was that I had 3 rounds per 3 minutes, and turned it out that all those 3 matches I won over there in a different countries. And by the end of the day, having the experience coming to United States in kickboxing, having 2 professional fights, and after having in MMA other 2 professional fights, one winning and the other one losing. I'm 1-1 in MMA and 1-1 in kickboxing, and now I am 0-1 in Kombat Taekwondo officially. And having the background of kickboxing and MMA professionally here in the United States kind of build up to understand not to start fast, how you have to read your opponent, and when you should go in exchanges with your opponent, when is the timing, and stuff like this goes on and on. And the more you stick in the professionalism, you understand that for a good finish, always you have to set up, your arms, your legs, your foot, your footwork, your distance management, everything. And to be honest, I was, surprised in a few aspects of my opponent, because his footwork was very fast, and I was managing to invite him in the pocket, because at the press conference and even before the fight, he was telling, I'm type of a guy that when I'm fighting, fighters are imploring me to finish them. And I haven't seen, imploring him to finish me in the fight. Usually he was sitting he was staying in the pocket until the moment he threw one. He was coming only from one throw, never coming in the real exchanges in the pocket. And in the moment when I was trying to engage in the pocket, he was running at the other side of the cage. It was very hard for me. It was the first time I met in my life a person who ran away from the pocket so fast. This is what really impressed me. And I didn't expect him to be able to run so fast, even, doing the spinning, the tornado kick. And the first time I kicked him, when I did the second time, I extended myself. Even then, I didn't touch him with anything. And
well, you did land a pretty good tornado kick over there, but
yeah. I think that one is the kick of the tournament so far. Everybody loves it. And
ever seen that kick, Chava?
Yes, I liked it. I liked it very much. I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting Gennady to throw that out, literally out of nowhere. Like, I mean, like he was just like waiting. When suddenly, boom, and it was so fast, and it was so strong, and it was loud at the contact. So I think that was a pretty good kick.
There were a couple
yeah.
of really tough exchanges over there between them, and
Mhm.
I believe that's when they actually really learned about each other. So that when the fight turned into a more strategic, more strategic
That
thing, right?
was the first 2 minutes. If you watch the fight, I'm pretty sure you watched the fight, but I was watching like I think 10 times the whole fight, and the first 2 minutes and 30 seconds he was leading the fight, and that was his job, to lead the fight. I let him to lead. He was telling me, I will come and destroy you, and my words was that I will be waiting for you to destroy me, and I will be waiting for you to make that mistake, and I will penalize you. And what happened that the first 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I was waiting for him to come and destroy me. And I wanted really to implore him to knock me out, but I didn't have that chance. And in reality, when I started to implement my plan game, then the fight started to have some sparkles. Really, when I started after 2 minutes and 30 seconds, then started the real fight. When I started to lead the fight. When he was leading, was the boldest fight in my life, and I recognize this. This is the reality, and we cannot deny each of us. And why and through the whole fight and in that second half of the match, the second 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I was exchanging with him, and there was a moment when he started to do mistakes. He started to explode with his hands and legs without setting up. And this is what I was expecting from him. This is the professionalism that you have to keep. You know, the same setup for a kick, the same setup for an exchange, the same setup for a combination. But there was one moment, and I did a turning kick, and I missed by 2 inches that turning kick. And when I missed that turning kick, he just came in me. Actually, he pushed me down, and he kicked me straight in my head when I was down. And
Well, that was an
praise
illegal
the
hit.
Lord that my head is strong. My head is strong, and he didn't knock me out over there. It's bad from the judge that he didn't see that. I stood up, and he was throwing the arms. And you can see if you go slow motion, I was going slow motion. I think he was surprised by my head movement. He didn't expect that I will have such a good head movement in the pocket when you start to hit, and I can just move a little bit and you don't touch me. And actually, through the whole fight, he didn't hit me one punch. Everything what he hit me was that kick in the head when I was down, and the second was the turning kick, the vichagi in the belly. That's it. This is everything what he have done. Everything else
So
was
when you
on me.
guys went to the decision, what was in your mind? What was it? What were you expecting?
I was thinking through that moment that it could go either way, but I was thinking that we don't deserve each of us to win that match. I was so disappointed of everything what happened over there that I'm a killer. And when I fight with somebody, they just get destroyed, mentally, physically, and everything, and they cannot come back from who they are. They cannot understand who they are when they fight with me. And the time flew so far fast. Was over there, was in the corner. Niaz was helping me with the timing, and I was saying I will give him 2 minutes. And when Niaz will tell me that there's 3 minutes, I will start working. And I was hearing he was telling me it's 4 minutes. And I was waiting for the 3 minutes. And here he is telling me 2 minutes. I'm telling where is going that time so fast? And then I started to
Actually,
do the jumps, the turning kicks and stuff like this.
Oh,
And
okay, well, Chava, what's done is done. Now this was the first event. Um, getting back into the fights, you got a taste of it. It didn't go as planned. It's okay. You just shake it off and then go to the next one. That's life, right?
yeah.
So another thing that we wanted to talk about and then let people know about your experience. What were you expecting coming in? You landed in Bogota. You got out of the plane. And you got to meet the other fighters. Tell us about your experience a little bit, right, Chava? We need to hear about that too.
yeah,
The
about the
experience
experience.
yeah. Go ahead, Joe.
I don't know. I don't know. I just wanted to say that uh, uh, now that you mentioned the time that it flew really fast, I think your fight was one of the few matches that you didn't seem like out, like tired out. Like all sucked off. Every other match that went through the through the 5 minutes, everyone was breathing really heavily. They were tired. They were like uh, uh, with the heads down because because they were so tired. And I think your match was pretty much the only one that you didn't end up like in that condition.
Yeah, I think it because of our experience. We managed to fight 3 rounds per 5 minutes, and the way we were setting up, through I was doing this professionally for 5 years before Combat Taekwondo, and imagine my mindset. I need to, from a marathon stage, I need to move him to a sprint, because this is what I want to tell to all the fighters who come and fight. They have to prepare for a sprint. This is this is a very unique moment. And coming home, I understood how special is combat taekwondo, because when you watch the Olympic Games, you see the marathon. Who is watching the entire marathon? Nobody is watching the entire marathon. Everybody is watching only the finish. Who is watching the 100 meters, sprint? Everybody is waiting for that moment to start and finish.
Smart. That's a
And this
smart
is
thing,
what is
Gennady. You said a
taekwondo.
smart thing.
This is what is combat taekwondo. Combat taekwondo is this. The moment you are in, just don't. This is what I was telling to Niaz after my fight. I was telling him, this is your moment. You have to understand that. You came from far away, and and the moment you start your fight, you have to start fighting, not thinking, not doing anything, just go in exchanges, and you will win the match. And this is what happened with him, and he won the match. This is I gave my experience to him, and he won over there, and I was very happy for him. And that's what I was telling to everybody. Don't set up anything. Make yourself so good, so fast, that in the first second, you'll start with a jumping double leg in the head straight away. Don't think about anything. Just go and fight. It's even block everything, do head movement, stay in the pocket, don't run far away.
So
Throwing
you
those things.
believe, in your opinion, you believe that you have to set the tone from the very beginning.
Yeah, that's right.
You have to
This
be the one who sets the tone, because it's one shot, one opportunity, right?
That's right. That's right. Was one shot, one opportunity, and it flew. The time flew so fast that you don't have time to think about. Especially for professional fighters who had experience, fighting longer, for them can fly like this very fast. But for people who didn't have, experience in professionalism, it could be a nightmare for them. I remember when the first time I fought MMA, the first 5 minutes was like forever. When is finishing? When is finishing? But with time, you develop that, and that's what I wanted to tell about combat taekwondo. It's one round. It's you have to think that every eye is on you, and you have to work so well your homework that you won't make any mistakes, and you'll do everything fast and quick, and nobody will understand what in reality happened. And actually, I was expecting one more thing. I was expecting, because he's a jiu-jitsu guy, I was expecting from him a little bit of the clinch work. And I thought he will come in the clinch work. I had prepared for him a few, sweeps and throws and stuff, because I really like to put on the back, the jiu-jitsu guys. I don't have any belts in jiu-jitsu, but I can stand with everybody, even with the black belts. I have experience in my life, and I'm not afraid of anybody.
So, Gennady, tell us about this that you're saying. I think is really interesting, especially for the people that are watching from the outside. That your point of view, I think, is really valuable, or might be very valuable to all of those people. But as George was stating a few minutes ago, tell us about the experience in general. What were you thinking, or how did you feel when you get to the airport, when the days that you stay at the hotel previous to the fight, the cameras following you all over the place. How do you feel with all of this? What can you tell us about the entire experience?
I was waiting all my life for such a moment, to come and to be all the cameras around me and telling my story. And I think I'm special, and I think God chose me to be special. And the storyteller, what I'm bringing in, is the real life I have lived in my life. And I remember, I remember one night when they were inviting me now to be interviewed and to tell one story, the second, where I'm from, and different stuff. And at the end of the night, I was telling the whole story to them, and everybody was, sad. Some of them they were crying, and
True.
I just stood up and left the place. And the most interesting moment was the second day, was the day of the match, when I came in and one of the guys was telling me, let me show you the storyteller you are telling me. You are telling us. I hope in the ESPN in the episodes they will leave that story he was showing it to me. And the moment I saw it, I could not stop, emotionally and everything, crying and stuff like this. I understood. I was watching myself from the side. I was telling so many times this story that me emotionally, when I talk this, it's not bothering me. But when I saw myself from the side, it really touched me. And this is my story. My story is about, forgiveness. And that's what I'm bringing in. I was living a life, a hard life, and the only one key and the success which bring in my life, that I have a beautiful family. I have, the best place in this world to live, and surrounded by amazing people. And this is happened just because of the forgiveness. Just because
Well, we just
we're
look
able
forward to
to forgive each other.
watch that episode. It should come out pretty quick, like in a couple of weeks. So who was Chava was at the airport to welcome you, right? Chava
Yeah.
was over there. So tell us how was getting to on that airport, and how was getting to know the other
The
fighters.
atmosphere was amazing. The moment you met me at the airport, I was a little bit emotionally because I knew what would happen, and the whole thing, and the preparation and the welcoming and the whole team, they were so amazing. All of you were there greeting us. We felt like a family. And being there, that's when you do the whole lives, all the lives I'm watching. I think I'm the only one watching it when it's live on YouTube.
Hey,
I don't know.
I
You just
remember when you came in. I remember you were wearing your special Taekwondo IDF coat,
shoot.
the
Mhm.
official. Yes. So coming into this fight, you knew there's like also like two different styles, kind of like clashing right now. Were you really proud of the roots? You wearing that coat and coming in to represent.
What are yeah, and that was amazing, to see. I was surprised how passionate you are of this invention of the combat taekwondo, the future, and hooking us with the ESPN and bringing us to a large platform where we can tell our story, because this is a business, and we have to sell this business. It needs to the product needs to be well done, and I thought I'm a good product because I have a story, and people love stories. But more than the story, everything was set up, and I am built up as a man. And the moment when I met my opponent, I saw him a little bit young. I expected him to be a little bit older and mature in his mind as a man, but he was like a teenager. He's 27, but I'll give it to him 22, 21, maybe like this. I don't know if he had too much experience in his life. He came to United States. He had a little bit of the experience what happens in the world, in the reality, but the way he's setting up everything and the way he talks, this is not the real world. The real world is about telling and doing. And he was talking and he didn't do anything. This is the reality. And the business, to be able to sell, you have to talk, and the way you talk, you have to walk. And
Yeah, you have to, you have to talk, you got to deliver, right? As far as combat taekwondo, it's a team effort, so it's not a one man show. And then everybody, worked hard to put this together. The common goal is to, unite all taekwondo fighters and offer them a platform to shine and perform at their best, giving them a chance to another a great path, towards stardom. And then, like you said, Natalia said the same thing. Everybody said the same thing. If we hear from you, like, "Hey, I was there and I felt like a star," and then the level of recognition that was offered to you, to be able to go up there and then people cheer for you and then feel like that recognition, I think that tells everything.
what,
Um,
what what it takes
yes,
from a
Chava.
promotion, what it takes from a promotion. You were the best promotion I have ever competed under. I competed under four promotions here in the United States, and they are really good.
And then
But
let's just look
you
forward to many
you
more.
you were
Yeah.
the best in promoting. And after finishing the match, I was disappointed because I did not meet the standard you're presenting, in the show and the reality. That's true, there was an article talking about us that we are two dogs, barking, and the moment we enter in the cage, we didn't bite each other.
Yeah,
That's
that
the
was
people.
Esteban. That
That
was
was
Esteban,
That's
but
the
that's
people.
his
Like you said,
style.
you're in
that was the
in show
reality.
business. You
But
gotta
we can say
understand that.
that's the reality in one hand. But there is another hand when we are two fighters. He was really good prepared too, and I was, when I was moving my head, I was hearing his hands, and they were like making sounds the way they were going, and I knew that he's prepared well, but he was reserved in exchanges, and I really wanted to go in a few exchanges. We didn't have even a few exchanges. We had a kick down. Nothing was, pam pam pam, something like will show us who is stronger. But in reality, when the moment when I was down, just imagine the moment I was down and he kicked me. I put in the slow down, a slow motion. I had the moment when he kicks me in the head when I was down, and my head flew like a soccer ball to the side. And imagine when you have such an opportunity and you kick somebody in the head, and his head flies, and he still stands up and fights with you back. How you look to that? And maybe he will say, "Oh, I didn't kick that. Maybe I didn't do that." But in reality, he kicked me. He didn't punch me, but he was well prepared, and we needed that time for setting each other up. But I think we took too long for that. We needed to go on exchanges, and really, I thought I will do well without a corner, but having the right corner, it helps you to do the right moves. Over there, if it was the right corner, and will tell me only one detail. I came home, I was telling to myself, "Yeah, I'll be in my corner," and I was telling me, "Do this, everything will be different from the beginning until the end." Because corner is important, and even it's one round, you have to get your guy over there to help you.
That's correct. Chava.
Yeah, I was impressed also talking about the match on the physicality of both of you, because I think you were in physical terms, I think you were the most built up athletes facing each other, because of course we had William, which is a really tough guy. Uh, Against Junior, who is not really like a muscle man, but he compensates with his technique. But you guys, I mean, especially talking about you, Gennady, I was like so expectant because I remember you in the waiting ceremony, like you were like covered with your flag and like not showing anything. And the moment I saw you coming out from your corner, like getting into the cage. There was this you throw like a few punches. There was this red light coming down on you, and my God, your arms were like I was like, what the. I mean, I was really surprised with the physicality of you both. I mean, Luis is a really athletic guy. He is really well built up. But you look tough, man. I mean, I don't know how you work there in your country, but you look tough. Also, if you see the picture that we have on this for this video, is that like you are on the air like throwing a kick, and you look really well built up. So I was really amazed in that aspect too.
There is more stories to tell in from my childhood, the way I grew up and the way I was built up. But I am very disciplined, and I know the right work I have to do. There is no day without a workout, the right workout for me. And I'm just starting. I'm 35 years old, but I'm feeling like I
So
am
why
18.
don't you tell people, is it all workout or is also food?
Everything is, with time, you understand that everything is important. There is no
Tell us
something
what you
not
do. Like
important.
how does a week look for you? Like Monday to Friday, for example.
Monday to every day, I don't eat from morning until 2 p.m. 2 p.m. From the morning, I drink water. Um, I drink a coffee, and I do my routine in the morning, reading.
So you do your
Uh,
workouts. You do your workouts in a fasted state.
and yeah, I do my workouts when without eating anything. That's what helps me to be better. But actually, is the exercises I was developing through the years, and I saw just a few people in this world doing the exercises I'm doing, and following the cardio, the right cardio, and the right weight lifting for, especially for abdomen, where I thought
Well,
before the
there's a catch
abdomen.
with that cardio, right? There's a catch over there. I mean, not doing cardio is not enough. You got to know
Yeah,
how to
yeah.
do
You
it,
don't,
right?
Mhm.
Tell
cardio is
people
not the
how to do the cardio to get cut because many people do cardio and don't get cut.
cardio. Everything, every heartbeat higher than 145, it burns only muscle. It's not burning fat. Everything until
You hear that, guys?
140, 140, you can walk and you can lose body fat. And people understand. I have so many friends, and I'm a professional athlete, and they come and ask me, how do I need to lose weight? And I'm explaining them that you don't need to do much effort to lose weight. You have to do consistency is the key. You have to do it every day, not to go one time per week and run like a crazy man in that gym and your heartbeat is going up and getting all that stuff. No, it's not working like
I'm
You
this.
hear
taking
that,
note of
Chava?
all of this. I'm taking note of all of this.
So you
Yeah, the
use a
key.
heart rate monitor,
Yeah, I
Gennady?
use every day. I use every day for every. I already know my body so well that I don't need the monitoring my heartbeat. I know so well, and
So you
I did
know,
so.
but you play by you know it by heart.
Yeah, without looking, I already can tell how much is my heartbeat and feeling very well my body. When you train a lot, you understand the right tools, the right exercise, what helps you. And I'm working out with some friends, and they come and they tell me, "Oh, I watched this online. I did this online. And they're telling me this." Now I was telling him, "Listen, through the years, you understand something that not everything what's telling on the TV is working for you. There are specific exercise that works for you, and if you have that confident is very important. To have confidence and consistency, then you bring the right result. If you don't have confidence and consistency in your exercises, you won't have any results, and you'll come to the weigh-in, to the fights like a fat belly and stuff like this, and you'll never reach the right weight. You need to look good when you come to the weigh-in, and this is really really important. And that was one of my targets. And because my opponent, he was looking in the pictures. If you all go through the pictures, he was looking one of the best in the. And I was
Yeah,
telling
he
when
was
I go
cut.
to the weigh-in,
We're gonna have him here on Tuesday, by the way. Yeah, he's super
yeah,
cut too.
yeah. When he came to the, I was telling when I go to the weigh-in, I'll look better than he looks because all my friends was telling me, listen, I look at him and he looks like this and blah blah blah, and I'm telling, come on, guys. All in my life, in my history, the best fights I had against the toughest guys, they were looking in everybody's eyes, but in my eyes they were regular guys. And one more detail I want to tell about him, that I was giving him too much respect, and I think my skills, my technique are not two times but three times are much better and work than his. I believe that, and whatever he will say, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, the judges give it to him. And I don't know if you saw, I show a thumbs down at the end. And I didn't show him a thumbs down at the end because the judges gave it to him, the win. I showed him a thumbs down because he kicked me in the head. And when I came, I told him, why you kicked me in the head? And he was looking to the side like this. He didn't recognize his guy came and tell, yeah, I'm sorry guys that he kicked you in the head. His corner came and say, this is telling something about his character and the way he is. He's not able to come and recognize the mistakes he did, and this is very important. The fair play, when he fall down, I could kick him in the head because of the emotions, and I could say, oh, that was a mistake, blah blah blah, but I didn't kick him. I controlled myself. This is the maturity of a person, when you control yourself and you do what you have to do in the rules which is supposed to be. That's the reality of the game. I understand there are many things happens in life, but you have to control your mind. Your mind is the
So
most
Chava,
important.
Gennady went back home, and I just learned that he actually started his own gym. He just registered that. Gennady, can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, I have that's a miracle, another miracle. I was coming to United States and I was dreaming for a team, and how I can build up a team and in a city where I am new. I am 1 year being in that city. Nobody knows me, and everything started. I had, the mindset, the experience from my country. I was a coach for 10 years in my country. I have that, relationship with different people, experience, and that helped me to build up who am I today and the team I built it here. But everything started with one guy, and one day somebody told me, if you want to do something, you have to do with the people you want to do. And I wanted to train, no kids, no teenagers. I wanted to start coaching adults, 18 years up. And I started with one man here at my apartments where I live. We have a gym, and I was coaching him. The moment I was coaching him, came two guys. They were from national team of Iran from kickboxing, and they saw me and him the way we work out. And I was telling them, let's meet together and let's start workout together. And after that, they chose me to be a coach, to coach them and help them to get better. And after that, many guys, like, they were calling each other and we built up, and now we are 20 people in less than 5 months. Adults are coming, training, and they have trust in me. I have trust in them, and we are champions. All of us.
So
Were
are you
doesn't
gonna
matter
get
what
any of
happened.
these guys ready for the Combat Taekwondo Amateur League?
Yeah, all of them. They're ready 100%, and we're working right now on fundraising for the name of the club we did officially is the MMA Greensboro. And we did MMA Greensboro because it's a mixed martial arts. The reality of MMA Greensboro, and brings everybody, and everybody's welcome, and we will be coaching everybody in every aspect they want. But the purpose is the professionalism of the fighters to become real fighters in the world, and to tell their stories. And we have a few guys with very interesting stories like mine. And I see them when I was 18, 19. I see myself in them. I'm looking to them and I'm telling them, I see you guys. I see you guys that you don't have gloves, and you don't have sheens to buy. And I see that you don't have the money to pay for the tournaments, but you have that will and desire to go. And when I was their age, I was so passionate about Taekwondo and what's happening with Taekwondo and martial art. And I believed so much that I was going in construction and working from morning until evening and saving money for, for equipment, for tournaments. I was giving everything what I had to, to go only compete. I was a simple guy out of nowhere from a simple family, and I was able to build up with faith, with hard work, with passion, with right people around me, and never giving up.
Good. Well, Chava,
So, Gennady, thank you very much for being here with us tonight. It is a great pleasure to see you again, and I'm pretty sure. And also, congratulations on your new gym. I hope you have all the success that you deserve,
well, we can't
and
wait to see these
also
guys. We can't wait to see these guys come compete at the major league, the amateur league. So with the
We will
Gennady
do
as their
it.
coach.
We will do it. We're planning to do it. I don't
Good.
know. I'm
That's
not
great.
promising in March, but for the
But
next
not
one,
that smart.
for
But then you
sure.
just started your club. I mean, there's it's gonna take some work, right, to get
Yeah, we're
everybody
looking
ready.
for sponsorship. If somebody wants to sponsor us, we open it officially. We have everything, all the paper
Yeah,
ready
just
with
let
the
people
name.
know. Tell people about your website. Tell people about your Instagram.
Yeah, we have our Instagram name is MMA Greensboro, and you can reach out with us through Instagram. Facebook is the same MMA Greensboro. We keep the same name for every platform, and the official name is the same MMA Greensboro. It's very simple. MMA Greensboro, Ghenadi Bitco,
Awesome. Good.
main coach.
Well, Chava, I think we had a great time tonight. What do you think?
yeah, I think we had a great time. It's really interesting. Talking to Gennady is really interesting at all time, and
That's
also I
why.
enjoy hearing about his view on his take on his own fight, on his experience on the back there in Bogota. So I'm really looking forward to see you again, Gennady, sometime in some other combat taekwondo event, because even if you say that you didn't develop as expected. I My personal view is that I disagree with that, because as I have stated, I think your fight was for both of you, not only for Luis, but also for you. I think it was a tough match for both of them, and tough matches are different. And of course, people can talk, people can say anything,
Yes,
people have
that's true.
expectations, but for me, I'm sure also George agrees in some of my
Yeah,
points. Um,
I see the fight from a different perspective, okay? Which many people out there they won't see that. That's the bottom line, and we have to agree on that. I mean, as far as I'm
I,
concerned,
I, I
that's
still
a
I
good fight.
still believe, yeah, I still believe that our fight was one of the most technical, even mentally, distance management, everything, footwork, um, exchanges. Uh,
It was, let's
only
put it that
only
way, it was too
only one thing,
technical for
yeah,
the people,
yeah.
for the
Only one
public.
thing what was missing is the exchanges in the pocket. If there was
Okay.
exchanges in the pocket, that will be, a little bit of the clinch, a little bit of a throwdown. that that will be exchange a little bit different. One more
Yeah.
detail I want to tell to everybody who was over there, the whole team and everybody. I was so excited and I had a phenomenal time, and everybody was like my family. When I came home, I was saying, "Oh, I'm missing them." It was a place where I'm missing every fighter. I had great conversations with everybody, including Luis. Luis is a great guy. He's a grown guy, and he'll take what is his. And if will be God's will, we'll meet again. And there is no
Very nice.
any what can change, to do the
Yes,
real deal.
and I'm really looking forward to that moment to happen, and I hope to be there again. And
Yeah.
of all the things that we have spoken, that we have stated, all the things that everyone said about the match, about this, that, the one thing that we all agree on is that we want to watch you guys fight once again. Maybe not to each other, but once again, I would like to
Yeah,
see you
yeah.
fight again, to see
I,
you
I,
how you develop with some other opponent, and also I would like to see Luis how he develops with some other opponent. So the fact that the match has gone this way only left us as spectators wanting more, and I think that's important too, because I cannot imagine. Another combat taekwondo event without you or without Luis. So that's my point of view. So I'm really looking forward to see you guys once again on the road in some other combat taekwondo event, and I'm pretty sure that we're going to meet again.
a hundred
Okay.
percent,
Well,
100%. I was.
Gennady, we'll see
Yeah.
you and we'll keep in touch. Okay.
I'm getting ready for the belt. I'm keeping that eye.
Okay. Well,
Maybe,
I think a couple
maybe
more
he's
fights, like
keeping.
Chava said. We'll see. And
I'm
then,
telling that maybe he is keeping that. There is the moment when the wild dog is sleeping, and he took my bread, and now he's keeping my bread, and I need to take it back. But maybe for the
we'll
belt
see.
we'll meet and we'll discuss. Maybe we need the 2 rounds, 2 or 3 rounds to discuss really serious
Stay
what's
on the
going on.
grind. Stay on the grind, Gennady. Okay. Goodbye. And then we'll
See
see you
you
soon.
guys. Get ready.
See you, Gennady.
Strong.
Great to see you again. So there you
Hey,
have it,
Chava.
Gennady Bitco once again in this space. What do you think of it?
Yeah. Well, it was a great show because I was just watching the clock, and then we don't even know how we went through 1 hour just like that fast.
That's
Interesting
right.
guy, interesting story. I know he works hard. He has a great mentality when it comes to work. I know he's disappointed in how he performed, but then hey, he's a fighter. Uh, and then he's just gonna move on. I can't wait to have Lewis next Tuesday. We're gonna talk about the fight too, and then what's next. But let's just get back to our thing here in March. We're gonna have the major league and minor league first combat taekwondo sanction event in Portland on March 9th. The registration is open, guys, so you can go on the website and register. Now, as you know, Chava, we opened another round of interviews for the professional league for fighters.
Hmm.
We had that going on. Now it's closed. We had quite a few interviews. A lot of people. We had to be really specific. When we had to select the best of the best. I'm pretty sure this is an Olympic year, right? So we're gonna have even more coming in after the Olympic cycle is done or the
Yes,
Olympic qualification.
I think
There's so much
after the
interest.
Olympic Games, many people would like to try on this new format. I'm pretty sure of that.
Oh, there's so many interested. Some of them they still have contracts with their national governing bodies, and then they just got in contact. They're interested, but they just want to finish their work over there, and then they're gonna come over. So that's what's happening too. But then I know for a fact after like this qualifiers or whatever's going on before going to Paris, if it doesn't pan out for them, they'll just come over because they're interested, and then we can't wait to have top-notch athletes representing in the professional league.
That's correct. So let's wait for it to happen. In the meantime, the people watching at home, don't miss all of the action now in March, because this is going to be a brand new event, and it's going to open quite a few gates. It's going to dissipate quite a few doubts that maybe some people still have. And it's going to be really interesting. I'm looking forward to it. And also, don't remember to keep on track to the on the social media, on the Combat Taekwondo social media, because this Saturday we're having a meeting with the people interested in being the president of the country, the country representative of Combat Taekwondo. So you're going to find out what are the what will it take to be in that position. So please stay tuned. And George, I don't know if there's any more announcement that we're missing.
That's what it is. I mean, it's going first event out of so many that are going to happen this year, and then it's another big thing going on because this is the foundation that's going to support the professional league, and then it just takes off like crazy.
That's
Just
right. So
keep an eye on the Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, on the website.
yeah, don't miss a day of on our social media, on Combat Taekwondo social media. And also remember to look um, to dive into the Combat Taekwondo series on Star Plus, because is getting really interesting. So we're having episode 5 this Friday. Tomorrow comes out episode 5. So also keep track of that thing, because it's going to it's turning out to be really interesting. So I recommend
Who's
the
on
series.
episode 5, Chava? Who's on episode 5?
Yes, there's the episode 5 is already on.
No, no. Who is it? Who is on the episode?
I don't know who's on the episode 5. I don't remember. I think mm,
Natalia
no,
and Jaira.
I don't remember the
Okay,
who's
so
going to
you
be on
guys,
the episode
bottom
5.
line is coming out tomorrow. Get on Star Plus and watch the docu series.
Yeah,
They're
also we're having the trailer. Maybe later today or tomorrow morning, we're having the trailer of the episodes. Also here in YouTube and in the other social media. So don't miss it, because it's turning out to be really interesting. So George, thank you very much for joining for yet another
Hey,
Mike
I'm
Night.
here. I joined today from I did a little bit of stretching and moving around. So I'm in my private combat taekwondo gym.
Well, that's the vibe.
Okay, we'll see you guys. Chava, thank you. And take
Thank you,
care.
George,
We'll see
and
you
thank
on
you
Tuesday.
everyone
Tuesday,
that
Louis, the Liver King Melendez coming online. He wasn't able to join tonight, but Tuesday he promised he's gonna be on. I can't wait to hear what he says about his opponent and then what happened during that fight.
That's correct. So don't miss the next Mike Night on Tuesday. Is We're having Luis Melendez here to talk about the same fight that we spoke tonight, but we are going to speak it. We're going to speak to Luis Melendez's perspective. So don't miss it. And George, again, thank you very much for joining, and all the people that came with us into this episode. Thank you very much. And that was our show for tonight. So see
Yes,
you around. See
sir.
you Tuesday.
See you.